Welcome to another episode of the Mompreneur Huddle podcast, where motherhood and entrepreneurship meet, and we talk about everything in between. What we do.
Girl, you's a boss mom. Baby girl, you so perfect. Girl, you's a boss mom. Making everything worth it. Girl, you's a boss mom. Stand on all of your business, and when it come to investments, and baby girl, you the realest. Girl, you's a boss mom.
Yeah, I like that right there. Today, I have the wonderful, the beautiful Miss Flo joining me today from Easy Flow Life. How are you, Queen?
I am doing so good. Thank you
are
for
looking
having
so
me.
good.
Thank you.
Girl
So are
came in
you.
here looking fly. And listen, it is so hot outside right now.
Yes.
The dresses is popping.
Thank
I'm
you.
like, I got
Shout
this.
out to my mom. She
Look.
got this for me.
Shout out to
Look.
Mama. Well, is Mama here with you in Georgia?
Yeah, she lives with me.
Amazing.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
Come on, caretaker. Come on, caretaker.
Yes.
Tell our audience a little bit about you.
So my name is Flo. I am a mother of two. I am a wife, a business owner. I am originally from Nigeria, and I have 5 brothers and 1 sister. So we come from a big, big family.
Yes.
Yes.
5 brothers. So are they
sister.
all older than you?
No, I'm like right in between. So I have 3 above
Okay.
and 3 below.
Okay. All the boys are above?
No, 3 boys above, 2 boys below, and 1 girl below.
One girl below. Okay, so you're
Yep.
tough.
Yep.
You're tough.
Listen,
How was that?
I tell people all the time, like even with like my clients or like my assistants, like I take all criticism. Like
Yes.
you don't have to sugarcoat nothing for
Yes.
me, because growing up I was baldy, I was a man, I was goat. Like they just had all types of names for me. So
And most
it
of
is
it
fine.
probably came from your brothers.
It sure
They
did.
be the ones.
It sure
They be
did.
the ones. So were you born in Nigeria?
I was.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How old were you when you came here?
I was 11.
Nice.
Yeah, I was
nice.
11.
How was that for you? Do you remember that?
The biggest thing that I remember, first of all, it was a huge transition
Okay.
because, and at least in my family, I was going to say Nigerian culture, which this is true. In Nigerian culture, like, it's not as open as I feel like in American culture, where parents and kids kind of like chop it up and talk to each other.
Yeah.
So
It's a
my
different-
transition here was literally, like my memory was me waking up one day and my mom being like, "You're moving to America with your father in 3 months." Like all
And
the
that's it.
preparation that they did prior to like
wasn't
get
a
all
part
my
of it.
paperwork and all of that, I had no idea what was going on. So I feel like it was like, of course it was like exciting because in Nigeria, like America is like the land of gold. Everybody wants
Until
to come
you get
to
here.
Yes,
And you
until
like,
you
wait,
get here.
send me-
Exactly.
Look, I'm about to get a dual citizenship. Send me to Ghana.
Like, send me back to
I'm-
Nigeria.
I'm going to Ghana. That's where I'm going. I love Ghana.
But so I was excited to come, but it was also like I didn't feel like I had that much time to prepare.
To prep, yeah.
And I feel like my biggest thing that I remember when I first landed, I don't remember like what state I got to first because I'm sure there was a layover.
Mm-hmm.
But the first time I went to the bathroom at the airport and the toilet like flushed by itself.
Oh, wow.
When I tell you that I had a little mini heart attack because I
You didn't
never
know
experienced that.
Wow.
And like going up the escalator at the airport, I've never seen an escalator before. And like, so those things like,
So, but wait, let me ask you, not to tell you age. I
No,
mean,
no.
because listen, you are aging beautifully. I
Thank
don't know
you.
if you are my age. I'm 40. I don't mind sharing my
Yes.
age. But when you were 11, in your country, there weren't like plumbing, flushable plumbing and escalators. I know, like, because my best friend's she's from Ghana.
Yeah.
And I know my partner, his frat brother is there from Nigeria.
Yeah.
So I don't ask them a lot of the questions because like what they share now
Yeah.
and they building houses, they have everything we have here.
yeah, now.
So it wasn't.
But so I'm 34.
Okay.
So back then I came here in 2002.
Okay.
So prior to that, I'm sure there were like super rich people that had, like electric toilets and super like fancy like neighborhoods with like fancy malls that had escalators, but that wasn't my experience.
Yeah.
I came from a city called Ibadan,
Okay.
which is more like a rural type area. It's like a really
Okay.
big city, and it's actually bigger in terms of population than Lagos, which I feel like everybody know Lagos.
Vegas, yeah.
But where I was growing up in like my neighborhood and like my family, I never seen a flushing toilet like
Wow.
automatic, and I had never seen like an escalator before.
Wow. And that just goes to
But
show
like
that
now though, sorry to cut you
go
off,
ahead.
because
No,
I
you're
just
fine.
went back again in 2018 with my husband. Now like everywhere is
upgrades is
fancy.
there.
Everybody there's like lights and paved roads and like all of these
Yes.
things, which
Yes.
back in like the early 2000s, in the 90s, it wasn't like that. So
And I was about to say, it just goes to show how much like we take a lot of things for granted over here.
yeah.
Like we the things that we are entitled, or we feel that entitlement to, just like running what, like we forget, Americans tend to forget, like this is a luxury to some people, not just in Africa, but then in other countries. Like
Yeah.
we look at what's going on, even with the things that's in the world now with the war and or not war, but the war that's about to happen.
Yeah.
People are just without, and we don't take that into consideration. So this
Yeah.
is amazing. Just in 2002, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's just it just boggles my mind. Hey, mompreneurs, if you enjoy creating content, talking about products, and you want to make some money while doing it, listen up. I'm excited to share that we are in partnership with Pharmacy, a beauty brand and a wellness brand that is global, that's innovative, and built for women like us. Here's why this opportunity is so powerful. You earn 50% commission from day one. Yes, day one. Your sales equals your success. The products are high performing and affordable, which makes them easy to promote and easy to use. You'll have access to trainings, support, and proven systems that makes growing simple. And you can build your business locally or globally. It's up to you. If you're ready to turn your influence into real income and impact, make sure you click the link below to understand how you can join my team of women, boss moms, mompreneurs, who's adding those streams of income by joining Pharmacy. I'll see you on the other side. Getting into the mompreneur phase of it and the business phase of it. So are you the first generation entrepreneur in your family?
I'm actually not.
You're not?
No.
Okay,
So
okay.
I always say I have two moms.
Okay.
Because I have my biological mom who obviously gave birth to me, and that was who raised me in Nigeria till I was like 10 or 11. But when my father came here, like way before I came, he had gotten remarried.
Okay.
And so when I moved here, I was growing up with my stepmom, who
Okay.
I don't even call stepmom anymore. She's like my real mom because she plays such a pivotal role.
Yes,
And like,
absolutely.
you know, from like age 11 till now,
Yes.
she
Especially
raised me.
that age,
Exactly.
11, that's when you're coming into womanhood.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I always say I have two moms. So what I was gonna say about that is one of my moms, so my biological mom in Nigeria had her own fabric store.
Okay.
So she was
Okay.
always like her own businesswoman.
Nice.
So I grew up like with that kind of
That
like
hustle,
example.
that mentality.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So the one that's with you now, is that your
Biological mom. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. My
When
other
did
mom
she
is
come?
in Maryland.
When did she come over?
Oh, she came over right when I graduated college. So
Yes.
2013-ish.
Yes. Yes.
2013,
I love
2014.
that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Was it a shocker for her too?
Oh, yes.
Because that was her first time coming.
Oh my God. And even more so with her, because when she came, she was already in her 50s.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I said. Was it a shocker? Because she's set in her ways.
exactly.
Yes.
She going back. Like, she retiring next year. She said,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gone.
going back.
She
She
said, see ya. She's abandoning me, I say, because I'm so used to having her now. She helps
Yes.
me so much in the house.
Yes, with the kids, I'm sure.
Yes,
And just a
cooking,
blessing
yes.
to see they're able to see that lineage. You know, it's so much history in the elderly and the older, and as I know, because I take care of my grandmother. She
Yeah.
just turned 80.
Oh,
And I
nice.
love when she can sit and talk to my kids and they're asking
Yeah.
her questions. Like while she can remember, yeah, I say eat it all up.
Mm-hmm.
Eat it all up, because, you know, eventually our history is going to repeat.
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah.
it may not be in the exact same way, but at least you know where you come from and how we can maneuver.
Right.
You know, because oppression with Black people, like, it was never new to Black people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We've learned how to deal through struggle, and this is what makes Black women so strong, not just in entrepreneurship, but in motherhood. You know?
Yeah.
What are some of the toughest things that you experienced when you became a mother, especially because you weren't born here in America and you're
Yeah.
having children that are American born? Like, what are
Yeah.
some of the struggles, the hardest things you experienced?
Oh, I think the first thing that comes to mind was actually partially before I became a mom, and then when I became a mom. So I have fibroids, and so
okay.
like that was when you just asked that question. That was the first thing that popped in my mind. With my first daughter, she's now 5,
Okay.
it was really scary because I didn't know I had fibroids until I got pregnant with her. So with the fibroids, I had like this thing called marginal insertion cord.
Okay, what
which
is that?
essentially was like the placenta that like goes to the umbilical cord for the baby.
Yeah.
Was like not directly in the center. It was like
Okay.
off to the side. And the
Okay.
doctors feel like it's because I had so many fibroids that was like messing with that.
What is a complication for my education too? Because I've never heard
Yeah,
of it.
yeah,
What
yeah.
is a complication if it's not directly in the center versus
So
off to the side?
the baby inside is not getting all the nutrients.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like
Okay.
like half of it is like just diverting elsewhere.
Got you. Okay.
So my daughter, like, I had to go to the doctors like pretty much every week because they were like, she was tracking small. So they wanted to like make sure that she was okay and checking on her, you know, like throughout the process. So that was like a big experience. Like my
can
first pregnancy, it
imagine.
was scary. She ended up being born on her due date, 5 pounds, 5 ounces, which is small, but like
but she was healthy.
she was healthy. Like we
Yes.
literally went home the next day. So
Yes. Look at God.
it
Look
was
at God.
yes, like
Yes.
God was listen, prayer upon prayer upon
Come
prayer,
on, girl. Come
upon
on.
prayer. And now I have a second, baby. My
Mm-hmm.
son, he's about 4.5 months. So I just had him recently. With him, because I had the fibroids already, this time it was hard to get pregnant. So I had
okay.
3 back-to-back miscarriages with him before I was able to have him, which was for both my husband and
Ooh.
I, it was a lot.
So wait, okay, so
Yes.
after the first baby and before him, it was back to back. What was it like for you in that moment?
Ooh, listen.
Like just discouraging, or just your whole spiritual point of view. Like what was it like for you?
It was exhausting. Like the first one was like, okay, miscarriages are, normal and they happen.
Right.
But then the second one, we're like, okay, then the third one, like, I remember the third one, I was like, my husband is an artist.
Okay.
So we were in
like
Florida.
a painter.
Like a painter.
Okay.
So yeah, got a commission to come to like a cigar lounge in Delray Beach, Florida.
Oh, nice.
And I had just experienced that third miscarriage. And I remember calling my mom on the phone like 2 a.m. Like I just went to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. And in my mind, I felt like I saw something in the toilet, which it was made up. But like it was so vivid to me that like I literally had to just call my mom like on the bathroom floor.
So
just,
wait,
like,
you
crying.
think that was a premonition, or what was you feeling in that moment? Even though it was made up, it was in your mind. What were you feeling? What were you thinking? What lesson do you feel like that vision was?
I don't know. I don't know if there was a lesson in it, but I think that was the first time that like I think that me feeling like I saw that was a way to force me to like express verbally
Okay.
all like the 3 back-to-back miscarriages
let it
and the
all out.
experiences because
Yeah.
when I was having the miscarriages, like I was still working. My husband and I would talk about it. We'll be sad for like a day, but then we'll like we have
Just
a child
brush it
to
under
take
the
care
rug.
of. Like we'll just keep it moving. Like we knew this was a risk because of the fibroids. So I feel like we were sad, but we weren't really like
Processing it. You
processing
didn't
it and like
process
sitting in it.
Yeah.
So I think me thinking that I saw that was like a way to like force me to like be just blurt it all out and get it all off my chest. My mom was on the phone for like an hour. I came out, woke my husband up. Then we talked and we cried together and like all of that. Yeah.
So after that, how did you feel? Because that release was necessary.
Listen, I was about to say release. Like I
Yes.
felt like just like light.
like,
Yes.
I got it out, God.
I got it out. And my husband and I decided to take a year break from
Trying
again. And I feel like that was also needed. And I think that because I'm such a like A-type personality, like when I have a goal in mind, like
You gotta.
so I feel like we probably would have just kept trying. And who knows, we could have had 6, 7, 8
Yeah.
miscarriages. But like me doing that and like me being forced to like be verbal and like physically cry it out like that way, and my husband and I just agreeing to like pause for a year was a blessing because within that year I decided to like go on like this like naturopathic path.
Yes.
Like I
Oh
found
my
a
gosh,
holistic
that was
doctor.
your journey.
Listen, I was eating only like raw veggies.
Yes.
I was only eating like I stopped drinking coffee, no
Yes.
sugar, no
Yes.
carbs. Like I went ham.
Yes.
And the next time we tried to get pregnant, literally the first attempt,
You got it.
got pregnant, and now my son is here.
Yes. Look at God.
Yeah.
But do you understand it be our pains, it be those obstacles that push us and stretch us that
Yes.
we're supposed to do that. You know,
Yes.
like unfortunately, our trauma, the unfortunate parts of it is that we have to experience the trauma, right? You have to experience it. But God has a bigger story in mind, a bigger plan in mind for you. And it's like the way Flo is going now, she cannot sustain. I have to get her on this track, not only for motherhood, but for this business, because now she's about to birth this business. And now she has to understand who she is. And every season of life is going to require a different level of us.
Yes.
A different level of us. So
I
that's
just
why I
got
said that
goosebumps.
journey,
Yes.
it will do that.
Yeah.
That journey you went on, like when you say you went in on, like, listen, that's how my faith walk was. You know, like getting in tune with who you are. I think that is beautiful. And it shows.
Yeah.
It shows.
Thank
So
you.
how do you think that helped you when you started? Or before we say how it helped you, what made you start
My business?
your business, yes.
So
Because you were in corporate.
I was in corporate, and I worked for like big companies like Home Depot and like Anthropology. And then I went to go work for like a startup. I was like, I want to try, working for like a smaller company, because all these other companies are like big, thousands of employees. So I went to go work a small company where it was literally me, one other staff, and then 2 co-founders.
Okay.
So we ran everything in that
What
business.
were you doing?
I was literally like, we used to joke that like my title was like the co-founders mini me,
because I do everything.
I literally did everything, like marketing, trade shows, sourcing like designers, talking to the factories, booking photographers, driving around and like finding props for like the photo shoot set. Like I did a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
But I think the one unique aspect of that experience and what inspired my now company is that in addition to like all the stuff in the business, because it was such a small family kind of business, I was also supporting them like in their personal lives.
Okay.
So like I was finding like chefs to do meal preps, cleaners for their homes, planning out like their family vacations, like day by day itineraries. Like,
wait, they were paying you to do all this? Okay.
Yes.
I'm about to say, girl, you are nice.
No. I was
You
getting
got to burn
paid.
yourself out. Got you. Okay.
I was getting, but it was a lot.
Yes,
because
I can imagine.
It was a lot because I think the personal aspect wasn't something that I initially expected, but it was actually, again, a blessing in disguise because that experience was what triggered and inspired my now agency, because I realized that there's a lot of small businesses where when you're the owner of the business, it's not like a regular 9 to 5 where you can just clock out.
Right.
So for a lot of people that are founders, their business and their personal life is like intertwined. It's all together.
And something falls. Something is bound to fall.
Yes. So I was like, I could provide this kind of support for a lot of different people.
Yes.
And so that's how the Easy Flow Life was born. We're an executive assistant agency where we support busy founders and leaders, not just in their business, but also in their personal lives.
Yes. And I love that because it's much needed.
Yeah.
And CEOs, I feel like you work harder at the beginning stages, like when you went to the smaller companies, because like you said, you were able to compare it with the bigger corporations where they're like machines, right? The CEOs don't even know the names of the managers. Or they don't even know because they're so big. At one point, they did because they started small, but it's so vital at the beginning stages that we don't realize how much we need that.
Yes.
And when we get that, it's like, like, thank you.
Listen.
Thank you.
Listen, the word of the decade, like not of the year, not of the day, delegation.
Delegation. There you go.
That is the word of the decade.
There you go.
In every aspect of your life. Figure out ways to delegate. Okay?
Why is it so hard for us to delegate, though?
Because we want to do it all.
Girl.
You feel like nobody else can do it.
Girl, that part.
We think we special. And we think nobody else can do it. And we want to do it all ourselves.
Let me tell you how and while you're saying this, I literally had a conversation with my dad last night on the phone, and I'm helping him plan an event. And he was saying, so I was responsible for getting the caterer, the person who's going to decorate the hall, and I got them. We paid them the money, and he's like, well, is everything in place? I'm like, yeah, I trust that everything is good. He was like, well, are you going to be there with them to oversee? I'm like, why? If we paid them to do a job. And he's like, well, I'm just a micromanager. And right there, it made me think like, okay, no, I'm not stressing myself out.
Right.
I have conditioned myself so much to understand the value in people and to trust their expertise that they are going to do that job. I said, I love you, Dad, but I don't want to be that.
Yes.
I don't want to be
Yes.
that. I will not be that. I will go expecting you as the expert to know
Right.
what's supposed to happen, what's supposed to go on. If it's
Right.
not right, we'll handle it then.
That's what I was going to say. Because, like, even when it's not right, I think this is the key, because this is what holds people back is that, like, you're going to risk paying somebody to do the job and then they're not going to do it right. But this is where it's still worth it to me and the way I think about it. If you were to just go sit with those people while they do all of that, that will have been maybe 5 hours of your day. Versus
You know what you can do in 5
if you
hours.
go and you don't like something, that's only 30 minutes of your day. You
Yes,
could be like, I
only-
don't like this part, this part, this
And I
part.
could
Let's
change
switch it
it.
up. 30 minutes versus 5 hours. Which one sounds better?
Right there.
Yes.
So much you can accomplish.
Yes.
And I know to his point, he was saying that he's dealt with, especially with our people in their businesses, he dealt with so many of them that burned them in the end. I said, well, this is where you got to pray for discernment.
Yeah.
You are not going to get around someone getting over, trying to burn you, something happening. You're never going to get around it. But when you have the systems in place, like your agency who comes in and we have these systems in place,
Yep.
you help, it just makes it that much easier.
Definitely.
Our goal is not to eliminate the problems, right? But how can we have the problems work for us?
Yes.
How can we handle them handle them a lot better?
Yes, efficiency is
Yes.
the
And
name
I
of the
love
game.
that you come in and you help. So your agency only helps with the personal life, or is it with the business side? Are you intertwined?
We do both.
Come
So
on.
we do both. So like
on.
we have clients where we're helping them with like email newsletters and marketing and
Yes.
some like website tweaks and different things like that. We're putting together presentations. If you have like a pitch for like a grant or something like that.
Nice.
At the
I
same
might have to
time,
use you.
listen, we're booking doctor's appointments,
on.
massages.
Come
Look, we're
on.
doing it all.
I might have to use
Yes.
you. Let's go. So wait, so I gotta ask this question because there are agencies that help with virtual assistants, personal assistants, but you do it all. How are you managing your own life if you manage everybody else's life? You got people in place.
Listen.
Flo said, hold on now. You asking too much.
Listen, I've gotten to the place now where I'm actually like, so I have like a girlfriend where we do like an annual girls trip. It's 4 of us.
Yes.
And so like we sent out like a text in like our group chat, like what's everybody's want to accomplish in June? And one of mine is I'm hiring an assistant for myself.
you go.
I've gotten to that point now.
There you go.
But I will say, because I don't currently have one, the way that like who's helping me is my mom lives with me.
Yes.
So that's a huge help.
That's a system in itself.
That's a
right.
huge help. My husband is a hands-on husband and
Oh,
father.
lovely. I
Okay,
love
so
it.
like I don't know the last time I washed a dish. Like
Come
I'm not
on.
even joking.
Come on.
Like he just started doing laundry.
Yes.
When I had my second son, I had to have a C-section. So he like did laundry for the first time and he was like, why haven't I been doing this?
No, he did not do laundry for the first time.
Listen.
That's his second son. All right, hubby.
Listen,
All right, now, hubby.
he's doing them now though.
We're going to give you a little bit of grace. But
He's doing them now though. But before he was doing dishes, he was doing the car, the oil changes, he was the one. I'm not even joking when I tell you this. Like my daughter's teachers know him better than me because he's the one that does all the drop-offs.
I love that.
Wakes
All right,
up,
he get the grace.
gets
He
her
get the
ready.
grace.
So, like laundry is not his strong suit, but
There we go.
he does a lot of other stuff. But now he done
I
added
love
laundry
that.
to the list.
I love that though.
Yes.
Just that support.
Yes.
Because I see a lot, and even in my own life, it could be strenuous on our partners when we embark on a journey
Yeah.
and it really wasn't their vision.
Yeah.
But they adapt to it. And that support, like that means so much.
Yeah.
It means so much. And even with their support, there's so much that you would have to do, I'm sure, that he can't take off of your plate.
Right.
So
Right.
just the things that he can take off your plate is like big.
Yes.
It's a big deal.
Yes, he does all the grocery shopping. I just text him my list.
Come on.
Maybe snap a few pictures of like the specific brands I want.
Yeah.
Like that's an hour of my day that I could be, instead of being at the grocery store, I could
You're-
be like productive, doing stuff in
right.
my business. So
Right.
like all those little things that seem small, like when you put them all together, like they really add up.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So what is the biggest difference that you see from now? Because your business is growing.
Yes.
What is the big, besides a virtual assistant, what is the biggest change that you're seeing within yourself as the business evolve and develop? Because
Yeah.
everything that you went through, I'm sure it's showing up in some phase of your business.
Yeah. I think that the biggest thing is like finding balance in small moments. Like
Go deeper in that.
before I had kids, like I said earlier, I'm like strong. I know I'm like a strong, like I'm a high achiever, A-type personality. Like I just want to go,
Get it
go,
done.
go, go. Like
I'm going to cheat. Yeah.
nothing is gonna stop me.
Yeah.
And I think that before my pattern was work, 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 burnout. Work, 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 burnout. Work, 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 burnout.
Because without the kids, you could bounce back.
Yes.
Without the kids, yeah.
Yes.
After motherhood, though.
After motherhood, what I've learned, and when I say balance in small moments, is now if I'm working, I'm catching myself like, whew, I need to like turn my brain off. Instead of trying to push past it, I'm just going to shut down.
There you go.
Like, let me go on the couch. Let me turn on Real Housewives. Let me watch 3 episodes real
There you
quick.
go.
Let me go to sleep. And then maybe instead of waking up at 9 a.m., I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
So those 3 hours that I wasted yesterday because I needed to turn off my brain, I'm going to be able to catch it back up the
now
next
you
day because
refreshed.
now I'm refreshed. Now
Yeah.
I'm awake. Now I feel better.
Yeah.
Now I've taken a step back. While I'm dreaming, I'm coming up with, new ideas of ways to approach things. So, like, I think that's been the biggest shift for me is, like, learning how to do that in real time when it's needed versus waiting till I crash out.
Is that something that you teach your clients as well?
It's not something that I teach per se, but it's something that, like, we show in the way that, like, we provide
How
support.
you operate. Okay.
So, like, for example, I have a client that's also, like, overachiever. She flies everywhere, travels everywhere. I because we manage her calendar, we're literally like, I'm declining this meeting
so she
because
can rest.
you literally just got off a plane.
Yes.
You got in at 1 a.m. We're not taking an 8 a.m. call.
Yes.
We're
okay.
moving that back.
So you're intentional about
Yes.
how you schedule, so you do it for.
Yes, we do it for them.
Wonderful.
And so hopefully because you can't really make people, I've learned in this business, until they're ready, you can't really make them do it. But if you do it for them, eventually they're going to be like,
and
you know what, that feels
that's
good.
why they hire you to do
Yes.
it. That's why they okay.
Yes.
Okay. Because it takes a while. I know it took me a while to understand that it's okay not to finish certain things in one day.
Yes.
It's okay to focus on one task. It's okay to set boundaries around your time.
Yes.
Because like who are we racing against?
Right.
Why do we feel like we got to rush to get it there?
I don't know.
Like
I don't know.
it's drained. That burnout point. Have you ever been burned out to the point where you never wanted to pick it up again?
Yes.
Okay.
Like I've had moments where I've literally just been like, I just wanna be a stay-at-home wife.
Yeah. Especially since I got a good husband that does a lot. He shows up to the schools and now he know how to do laundry. I can just show him how to do everything. Let me just stay home.
Listen, like I just wanna wear flip-flops and sundresses.
Yes.
And I just wanna be like in my little garden.
Yes.
And I don't wanna have to think about nothing. Like nothing. Somebody come brush my teeth for me. Like I've definitely been there, but with God, with a supportive husband, and I have a great community of girlfriends.
Yes.
I'm able to come out of it every time.
There we go.
But I'm honestly not just saying this. Since I've had my kids, those have been far in between.
Okay.
Because they've really, like, my kids have really taught me, like, patience.
Okay. They will
grace, and just, like I said earlier, finding balance in small moments.
And not just with grace with other people, grace with yourself.
Yes.
Motherhood will expose your weaknesses.
Yes.
It will expose you in the weakest way.
Yes.
And it will stretch you in every way. And you got to give yourself that grace.
Yes.
Like, I don't got to be perfect. I don't care.
Yeah.
I
My
do
husband
not
tells me
care.
all the time, like, you've really changed. Like,
In a good way.
In a good way, yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, I was very short-tempered, like,
Were you?
patient. Yes. Impatient.
I don't get that sense from you.
Because I'm at peace now. I'm a mother now.
I would never know this.
I am
Look.
a mother now. But yes, I used to be very short-tempered. I used to be very impatient. But now it's like, my daughter don't care that I have like 8 deadlines. She's gonna come in that office and be like, "What you doing?
Yeah.
I want to go for a walk.
Yeah.
I want to play hide and seek. Let's build this fort."
Yeah.
And like I've definitely had moments where I've been like, "Girl, like please," but then I have to catch myself like in her world, she like she doesn't care that
She
this is
don't
what pays the
care.
bills.
You are a mom.
Right.
And guess what? She's deserving of that.
Yes. So I
time.
have to catch myself. I have to like. There's been moments where I'm like, there are moments where I'm like, I really have to do this, and then I'm intentional. Like, okay, I know she loves to go outside and go for walks. So if I dismiss her in that moment, then when I'm free, we're gonna go outside and go for a walk.
Right, right.
We're gonna go to the store and like go to the grocery store. Like she just wants to be like doing stuff with you. Like she
Yes.
doesn't need that much.
Right.
We're gonna sit and watch Peppa Pig together. You know, like so like I'm trying to like I feel like I'm doing that a lot more, and it's because I've learned to be just
Yes.
naturally more just like relaxed, calm,
Yes.
patient. Like if something can wait, I'm gonna
It's gonna
stop.
wait. I know that's
If something
right.
can't wait, I'm gonna make it up to you
I
right when
know
I'm
that's
done.
Right.
So
do you see a lot of you in her?
yes, I feel like she has both me and my husband's personality because like my husband is very like he seems reserved to other people.
Okay.
And he's like always like just watching, like call him like a little FBI agent.
He observing.
Yes, he's very observant, and so is my daughter. She's very
Okay.
observant. So like she has that personality,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm very like life of the party, like loud. Like when I come in the
social
room,
one
everybody's
and-
gonna know because I'm just like ha ha ha, you know, like just like loud everywhere. My daughter is also. It's like she's kind of like weirdly also like that when she
Okay.
gets comfortable, like in a setting.
Okay.
She does performances for us all the time. She wants to dance and sing.
Yes.
She wants to be a hit, and she also got like my entrepreneurial spirit. I feel
Come
like
on.
because
Come
when you
on.
ask
That
her what
was
she
gonna
wants
my
to
next
be.
question. Yes.
She has 10 jobs. She wants to be a mother of 8. She got
Hold
all her
up,
little
8?
dolls. She got 8.
on.
She knows
Come
all
on.
their names. Okay, she has 8 kids.
Well, I hope you know
She
your
was-
grandkids' names. You better know every dog name too, Flo.
I know 4. She got 8 kids, so she wants to be a mom. She wants to be a firefighter.
Okay.
She wants to be a rapper. There's a show called Karma's World that she's
Okay.
obsessed with.
Okay.
And the girl on the show is a rapper.
She's a rapper.
So she wants to be a rapper. She wants to be a scientist.
Okay.
She wants to be a historian. Like she's currently obsessed with like Martin Luther King, Ella Fitzgerald,
Yes.
like all of these different like people from like back in the day,
Yes.
Harriet Tubman. So like she wants to be she wants to be a teacher. She wants to be so many things.
And you know what the beauty of it all? The beauty of it all is she can do it all.
Listen,
She can do
Yeah.
it all. She can be the rapping firefighter mom
Yes.
that teaches people about their history, and she can do their hair, and she can create hair.
Yes.
She can literally,
Yeah.
the way the world is,
right?
you can accomplish all of that.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about children and their brain. It's just so innocent before it's tarnished.
Mm-hmm.
Before it's tarnished. Now imagine the old flow versus the new flow, right? Imagine the different type of input that you would be feeding into her had you not make that transition.
Right.
Right? The new flow is open. She's at peace. So you're going to encourage her.
Right.
The old flow may have been, girl, sit down.
Exactly.
Girl, you don't know what to, girl, you know, and look at what that does. So
Exactly.
that stretch that you had to go through, you see
Yeah.
how you had to show up for them.
That I could definitely see old Flo
Mm-hmm.
being like, first of all, you can only pick one. Like, let's be realistic. Or like, girl, just go watch a show. Go read a
Mm-hmm.
book. Like, but you know, when she says things, I'm like, yeah, come do my hair.
Yes.
Come twist it. You want to put some
Yes.
grease in my scalp? Oh, you want to rap? Let's go get the microphone. Let's rap
Yes.
together. Like, you know, let's have those moments. So
Yes.
I agree.
Yes, and it's going to develop her to
Yeah.
that confidence. Because what we probably have in common is because we're around the same age. I know I'm a little bit older, but that generation that raised us, it wasn't even a thought. You know, it wasn't even a thought of that confidence. Yeah, we had laborers and we worked, we got things done, but to dream big,
Yeah.
a lot of our parents didn't know what that looked like.
Yeah.
Didn't know how to process it or didn't even believe that it could become a reality.
Right.
With our children, you're showing her it could become a reality.
Definitely.
Is she a
Definitely.
good big sister?
She is the best.
So not
big
like how your
sister.
siblings was with you.
No, at least not yet. Because
Not
you know, he's
yet.
he's like 4 months old, so like,
Okay,
he's
so
still a
he's
baby.
still-
so
yeah.
like they don't have like fights or
And
arguments
she's
or
not
anything
jealous
yet.
or anything.
Oh, she has her moments of
Oh, does
jealousy.
she?
She'd be
Okay.
like, just yesterday I was on a call with a client and my son started wilding out, so I was like, let me go get him. So I went and got him. And then, of course, I like showed, you know, they're like, oh, hi, Falari. Hi, Falari. She was like, hi, Falari. And then my daughter could hear it in the background. So I see her little head.
Came
peek.
around
And she
peeking.
was like, how come I'm not on the call? I was like, come on, Tenny.
There we go.
Yeah, hey,
Bring her
Tenny.
on.
It's like, come on, Tenny. So we had to get her on the call so she could say hi. So she has like those type of moments.
Okay.
But 90% of the time, she is like, she's just, you're so cute. And she just like hugs him. And
She's
can I give him a
helpful.
hug? Can I kiss him?
Yes.
Can I hold him?
Yes.
Whenever I'm changing his diaper, she's like right there getting the Vaseline for me.
Aw.
Or getting the new diaper out. She like, when he's like playing on his mat, like she'll go get like all her little like, shapes.
Okay.
And she's like, we're doing school. For Lauren, this is a square. This is a triangle. Like she is just
I love
he's
that.
gonna be so smart because she's gonna just pour into him like every day.
And the more that you include her in the helping of it, she's gonna come so overprotective, and she's gonna want. I love them at that age.
Yes.
Now when they teenagers, I'm gonna pray for you.
Right.
I'm gonna keep you in prayer. I'm gonna keep you in prayer.
Yes.
But that teenage, woo, baby, and God is gonna push you to be who you need to be to deal with them teenagers. Cause you, girl, ooh.
Man, I can already tell she's gonna be like very like emotional. Like she's only 5 now, and she's like she will bust out in tears at the drop of a hat. Like she's just so like she's so in tune with like she just has like big feelings.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, to me, in my world, it's like small things. But for her, like and she would just like bust out. Like, and I'm just like, oh, Lord, when the actual hormone starts to kick in.
You don't even know what you in
Jesus.
So prepare, baby. Prepare.
Yes.
Prepare. And I love the fact that she likes to come on the calls. Even if it is due to the fact that the baby is on, but just to expose her and to see that she's not shy to do that. And she sees mommy doing this. It's just so encouraging and so empowering.
Yeah.
And I can't wait till you experience that transition with her. Just to see how she's coming into.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's next for you in your business? Because I know you want to get the assistant, you want to get the assistant to help you out, but what's next? Where you want to grow to with the Easy Flow Life?
Yeah. So right now I am just trying to grow like my clientele and like figure out ways to market myself that's not like time draining and time consuming. Just like figuring out like how to be more efficient with like my time too. So like I recently just joined like a closed networking group.
Okay.
And I'm really excited about that because I feel like that will open up a lot of doors for me and open up a lot of clients.
Absolutely.
And in my mind, I'm thinking to do that because right now I do a lot of networking events. That's how I get my name out there. That's how I meet people. That's how I met you, like at that mommy brunch. But with this closed networking group, I'm hoping that will help me reduce how much time I'm spending at different networking events because this is, number one, tailored and geared towards people referring each other's businesses. And so I'm hoping that like that will increase like my clientele while also like saving me a lot of time of like being out, just like guessing which networking events is going to be productive.
Well, do you know who your direct clientele is? I know you work with entrepreneurs, CEOs, but do you have your specific clientele in mind? Because everybody may not be a good fit for Easy Flow Life.
Right now, like I don't have like any like specific industries or anything that like we target. Like I have clients in product-based clients, service-based clients, like solopreneurs, established like family-ran businesses with like 100 employees. So I kind of have like a good mix of those people. What I always say is my ideal clients it's about the trait of like the client versus like what industry or like what they're selling or whatever. The trait is, which I feel like spans across all industries, is overwhelmed leaders who are finally at a point in their business where they just know they can't do it all. Yeah. But they're also like not quite ready to like hire like full-time staff. Yeah. So like that in between is like who my ideal client is.
That's everybody.
Exactly.
That is all of us.
Exactly.
That is all of us.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely will say community is key. So joining a community, I do think that that was a big move. Yeah. And the right move. Because we can't do it alone. Right. You know, you're never going to get, like, even you coming here, like you said, at the brunch, and then we got a chance to speak on the Zoom call. Right. And then even coming here, like, you never know who is going to watch this that need it, you know? So community is definitely key.
Yeah.
Do you plan on hosting any events on your own? Do you plan on doing any of those things?
No, I don't have anything in mind at this moment.
Okay.
I have a lot of clients that do events. So
Okay.
maybe I'll get inspired one day to host a retreat or like
Yes.
a client appreciation something.
Yes. Well, do you have a referral program?
I do have a referral program. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
so your current clients refer out to. Okay.
Yes, and I have it with like friends and family too. Like everybody can get a referral fee.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And is all of your services, are they specifically geared to that, or do you have some like a la carte DIY services? Do you have any books, or do you have any?
No, so we're all monthly retainers.
Okay.
And all of our packages are custom to each client because it depends on the level of support you want, how much access you want to your assistant, what types of work you want your assistant to do. So, but I always tell clients that are interested that like our packages kind of range between $650 to $2,500 a month, depending on the client,
amount of work in the client. Yeah. Okay. And how many you have a big team?
Not a big team. I have 4 assistants right now. So we're slowly building and growing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you hiring for assistants?
I'm not currently hiring right now for like clients, but I'm hiring for an assistant for myself and my business.
Yeah. Okay. So no, what I meant, like, are you hiring for assistant, not your personal assistant, but like somebody that could join your team? If you needed, like if you got more clients, I'm sure you'll need more hands on. Like, how can someone inquire to work with you in that way too? Because that's another asset to working with you.
Yeah.
Not
so I have
a client, but as
somebody that wants to work for me. Yeah. So on my website, there's a careers section where you can submit like an interest form.
Okay.
And I always keep those on file so I match somebody. I was just on another podcast and I didn't say this about myself, but I was like, I'm going to start using this. She called me like the matchmaker of businesses and assistants.
There we go. I was like, trademark that.
I was like, I knew like one of my friends was like, you should steal that. I was like, you know what?
How would you word that? You need to.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure out like a little tagline for that. Yeah, because I was like, that is what I do.
Flo.
Yeah,
I am so serious.
Yes.
Right now today, if you don't go home and research and get the paperwork started, because when ideas come to you, I'm a firm believer that someone else that's in that same industry, it'll go to them too. Yeah. Girl, because I never heard of that. Yeah. Definitely definitely. Yeah. So you pair your assistant with your client. Yeah. You pair your team with your client, the perfect match, and this for them.
Exactly.
I love that.
And it's always like, I feel like most agencies in the industry were like, if you were to come on as a client, you would get paired with somebody just based on their availability and like the capacity of like how many clients can they take on.
Yeah, I don't want
versus I feel like what I do, like I personally handpick every assistant. Yeah. They go through 2 paid test projects because everybody can do a great job talking the talk. But I need to be able to see that you can execute. So you do 2 paid test projects. And so I think naturally because of that process, all of my assistants like are just full of life experiences and are just like dynamic individuals. Yes. Like I have somebody that speaks 4 languages. Like what? Yes. Oh, another one that did like a one-woman show, like tour across the country. Another one is like a travel like blogger. So she's like,
I need the one who did the tour across the country.
Yes.
So when I come, I'm gonna tell you what type of assistant, what personality I need. I'm serious.
No, that's what I do.
Serious.
And so like when people submit on like my career form, I kind of like keep like a record of like who I think did a good job with like just answering like those basic questions first. Yeah. And then when I'm getting clients in based on what I know you need in terms of actual skill set, plus like the personality, the communication style, like on all of those things, I'm then able to kind of go through my roster and see like, who do I think is a good fit for you? And then they go through those paid test projects of like, I know that Tammy needs somebody that's going to be putting together like her podcast and like pitching it to like different like TV shows. Yes. So I'm going to find somebody that's a good writer. I'm going to find somebody that knows how to like put together a presentation in an aesthetically pleasing way versus just anybody that's available.
So I need to get on your calendar.
Yes.
So because I don't even know if you know this, and I'm very transparent, and there's no knock or no shade to anybody because I love everybody that I work with. But I I think even since the Mompreneur, the brunch where we met at, I went through 2 assistants.
Oh, wow.
I went through 2.
Yeah.
And that's not even talking about the time frame of me even being in business overall.
Yeah.
But literally, I am working with somebody else. But the issue that I'm having is now I have to retrain, and finding the personality. And like you said, I need to get on the calendar. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I want someone to already understand and know and do the work behind. But I know my very first assistant that I had when we started this podcast, Sue, I loved her so much. Like, she just adapted. But shout out to her. We're still in communication. But she went on to do a career in real estate, and I'm so proud of her. But it was like,
no,
girl,
don't
you're
leave
leaving
me.
me. No, you gotta help me with the
Don't leave
next
me,
person. And then it was like, start with the next person. It was like, okay. But at that point, I didn't have time for the baby steps.
Yeah.
Like, we have our SOPs, and if you can't pick it up from that, if you have a question, then let me know, because maybe it's not clear enough in our SOPs or in your onboarding training.
Yeah.
But I can't hold your hand.
No.
I can't do that.
No, and
So
that's
I need
what
to get on your calendar.
that's why those life experiences, like when I tell people about like my assistants, it's not because I'm just like, look how cool they are. It's I genuinely believe that like when you have like those experiences, it just makes you naturally like a more proactive thinker.
Yes.
Which to me is like the single best trait of being like a successful assistant.
Yes.
It's like once I get to know your business, because you need to have that time too. Once I get to know you and your business, I need to be able to like already know what you're gonna need before you ask me for it.
Yes. That's the vital part.
Yes.
That makes the biggest difference.
Yes.
Knowing what I need, how I would answer this, and what I don't. But that takes you have to be with people for a certain amount of time to understand that too.
Yeah.
Like, it's like how you do your 2 tests run, and the longer that they're with them, they're going to learn more and they're going to grow with.
Exactly.
And this is how they become vital parts of the team.
Yeah.
Because now they know you.
Exactly.
That is hard to find.
It is. It is.
hard to
And that's one of the benefits too of working with like an agency like mine, because you don't have to be the one sifting through. You don't have to be the one to post and be like, I'm looking for an assistant. And then you got to sift through 100 people. And
Yes.
and then this
The
hasn't
trial and
happened
error.
yet. So knock on wood in my business. But like if an assistant were to leave and I need to replace an assistant, like you said, we've now created like all these SOPs. I'm also like, it's my agency. So like I know what's happening in your business. I'm doing weekly check-ins with my assistants. I'm doing quarterly check-ins with my clients. So I'm kind of like in the know. So if an assistant were to leave and we're bringing in a new person, you as the client don't have to like start from scratch, because we have like all of these things already about your business and all of that.
And I love that.
Yeah.
I need to get on your calendar.
Yes.
I need to get
please
on your calendar.
do.
Because, baby,
Yeah.
when I tell you, and the way this brain work is always something that is being added.
Right.
Always an idea. Now we're getting ready for the conference, and it's just so much.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't afford to not only waste money on rehiring, retraining, because time is money. I can't afford for anything to drop or fall. Like, even with emails.
Yeah.
And in between assistants, I gotta answer those emails.
Right.
I may not answer right on time. You
Yeah.
ain't get a reply back yesterday. And I'm like, oh, wait. I was like, no, girl.
He's like, in my mind, I responded.
Girl, it's like, no. So help me.
Yeah.
Get me an order flow.
I got
I need
you.
the
I
easy
got
flow
you.
life.
Yes.
I need the easy flow life.
Yes.
I'm so serious.
I got you.
Get me on your calendar.
I got you.
But yes. Anything else that we should know about you? How can they find you to work with you? Because you have an amazing agency. Like, I can
Thank
see you
you.
helping so many people.
Thank you.
Just by the clarity that I see that I can get from you.
Yeah.
Like, the peace of mind.
Yes.
So how can they reach you if they need to speak with you or want to work with you?
Yeah, so our website is The Easy Flow Life, and Flow is FLOW, not just my name Flo. It was just a little, play on words. So The Easy Flow Life on the website. We're also on Instagram. We're also on LinkedIn. So feel free to message us on any of those. There's a contact form on our website. You can slide into our DMs on LinkedIn and on Instagram.
Yes.
Yes.
The easy flow life. It just sounds like
Listen, I want you to
it's
be at
easy
peace.
and it's flow and your name is flow. It's all gonna flow
Yes.
together and we're gonna flow right into the peaceful life. That's what we're
Yes,
gonna do.
and you need peace in your business
Come
and your
on.
personal. So
Come on.
we're bringing peace to it all.
Yes.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. What is one of the biggest or the most important things you feel like, not just your potential clients, but for Black mompreneurs overall? What is the biggest thing or most important thing that you think that they should focus on right now?
Like
In this day and age, like anything, whether it be personal
Okay.
development, anything, what is one of the biggest things that's going to help them no matter what they're doing? What do you feel that is?
Health is wealth. Okay.
Health is wealth.
My brother says that to me, and it's something that like lives in my mind. And like, so like, I love working out.
Okay.
And when I had my son, like with my daughter, up until I was like about to go into labor, I was still like in the gym, lifting weights, doing all of
Really?
that. Like just, but with my son, complete opposite. I had no
Right.
energy. I couldn't do anything. I didn't want to do anything, but I'll go for walks,
Okay.
which in my mind wasn't working out because I was used to doing
Being
like
in
the
the
HIIT
gym.
trainings and all of that. But that's still
Girl,
a
you
form
was
of,
doing HIIT training,
Yes.
pregnant with your daughter.
Yes, I was.
Girl,
I was in there.
flow,
Like,
flow.
yes.
That hit something serious.
Yes,
Woo.
yes. So the biggest thing I'll say to especially Black women, help take care of yourself. And it doesn't always have to be like a big to do, because I think sometimes that also hinders us from just doing anything. So for me, if I can make it to the gym because I'm either not feeling like I don't have the energy, still I will maybe take a call in my driveway and I'm just pacing back and forth. Or it's too hot outside, it's too cold outside, I'm just gonna walk around my couch
You getting up
and
and
I'm taking a
moving.
call. Or I'm just gonna stand at my desk and I'm gonna work on this task for an hour standing at my desk. So just taking care of ourselves physically in that way, I think is important. Mental health, I think, is also important. And that doesn't always have to mean going to a counselor. That could mean, like, I have an annual girls trip that I go
Yeah.
on. To me, that's a form of
That's therapy.
mental health,
Yeah,
right?
that's therapy.
Like me and my girls, one
That reset.
weekend, no kids, no husbands. We're just pouring into each other. We have our group chats. That's a form. I'm in like a mommy group where I can ask questions about diaper rash ointments and what conditioners are we using in our baby's hairs now, like who's on sale, like who got the onesies on sale, like what's the newest toy that's helping these kids like learn. That's also to me a form of mental health, like having those communities
Yeah,
and like being able to have a
absolutely.
space to dump out, like just release and like
Yes.
speak. Like it's so funny like how we all think that our problems are like so
They,
unique.
right.
to-
Like
to
nobody
us.
else goes through this.
The moment
only
you like
happened to me.
speak about it, I guarantee you're gonna meet other people, whether in your already
Absolutely.
personal life or at work, at the gym,
Somebody's
in your
gonna
neighborhood.
relate.
Somebody else is going through the exact same thing. Just being able to like verbally release whatever it is you're going through, that alone, even before you solve the problem, like that alone, I feel like just lifts off so much weight off of people. So
Amen.
that's what I'll say is health in
Amen.
all aspects of your life.
Amen. Thank you, God.
Yes.
That's a word right there.
Yeah.
And we are supposed to, I believe, and I live by our purpose.
Yeah.
Everything that we experience, everything
Yeah.
that we go through, we're supposed to talk about it because it's supposed to help the next person,
Yeah.
right? Someone helped you by sharing their pain that you related to.
Right.
And it gave you another way of thinking. It gave you hope. It restored something. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So we're supposed to talk about it. So you are absolutely
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And that's how you find your tribe. That is how you find your tribe.
Yeah.
Health is wealth, y'all.
Health is wealth.
Is wealth.
Shout out to Maxie. That was my brother used to say it all the time. Health is wealth.
Is that the one that was picking on you?
Listen, they all went through
Look.
they all went through phases. Like I went through a phase where either they were all like my best friends at one point, or they were all like my biggest enemy at one point. So We all went through the
Okay.
phases.
Okay. Yes, I'm just saying. You want to talk about health as well? Now you used to pick on me, Maxie. Listen, no, I love it though. It's all a part of the growing pains.
Yes.
Flo, I want to thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
here and
Thank
for
you for
sharing
having
this.
me. I could
It
be
was
here
a
all
beautiful
day.
girl. We can, but we can, but we can.
Yes.
But I will tell you this though: you are welcome to come back anytime.
Will
If you
do.
have a new a level that you unlocked in your business, something else you want to share, say, Tammy, I want to come back on. You could absolutely come back on. Like
Okay.
I'm never opposed to that
Will
because
do.
it's always something that always something new that we go through.
Yeah.
Always something. And I know I have some things coming up. Do you see speaking in your future?
My husband says that to me all the time.
Really?
I've never done it like in like a professional way. Like
Okay.
I've been asked to like speak at church and stuff like that.
Okay.
But like my husband always tells me that like you should get into speaking engagements.
Maybe.
So yeah, maybe
'Cause
you're speaking in on my
listen,
life right now.
we got the conference in motion. We got the
Yeah.
conference coming up. It's called
Okay.
Elevate Your Purpose.
Yeah.
Listen.
Listen.
We may have to see Flo on stage.
Okay,
Who knows?
sounds good.
Who knows? But no, seriously, I would not mind
Yeah.
coming to see Flo speak on stage.
Okay,
you have a beautiful aura. And
Thank
I
you.
can tell that whatever, I didn't know the old Flo. I'm glad I didn't know the old Flo. But who you are today, I just want to pour into you and pour into your business and pray that you stay on this journey and whatever God has for you, you accept it and receive it fully
Yes.
and wholeheartedly and allow
Yes.
Him to move through you.
Yes.
That is the only way you are going to grow
Yes.
how you're supposed to grow. So never stop that. Never
Thank
stop
you.
being you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming, and
Yes.
thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you comment below what you liked about this episode. Let Flo know how much you need her in your life because you are a CEO that is overwhelmed. So tap in with her. Go to her Instagram, her website. Just learn about her. Share your story down in the comment if you can relate to anything that we talked about here today, because I know for me, I am going to book my call with her soon. So and I must give a shout out to our official sponsor, Liche Capri, designer bags for the designer moms. You can get your bag 20% off using our code HUDDLE. That's HUDDLE. You'll get 20% off all designer bags. We do have a new collection that's coming out, and I am excited about that. I'll give you a hint. It is denim. So keep a lookout for that. But right now, go and use your code. Thanks to everybody who's been shopping, everyone who's been supporting not just Liche Capri brand, but the whole Mompreneur brand. We have a lot of things in store that's coming. So just stay tuned with us. If you haven't already done so, make sure you join our free Facebook community. It is free. It is on Facebook. That is where we do have exclusive content that is not public on my Instagram or on our website. So you want to go there for all the lives that I'm bringing with other women professionals, all the deep conversations, our prayer circle. Join our Facebook group. I will put that in the description below, and you can join for free. Other than that, we're going to head on out of here.
Yeah.
Any last words you have for our audience?
Be blessed.
Be blessed.
And stay at peace.
Yes, be blessed and stay at peace,
Yes.
ladies. And you make sure crowns on, chin up, and you rock the rest of your week. You have a good day.